Chapter 6 practice test. The first two problems are asking you to write the percent as a decimal. So even though number 1 and 2 both have decimal points in them, we still have to move our decimal to express it as that decimal point as opposed to percent. And remember, you always move it 2 places to the left. Okay, so that's what we did here. We went 1, 2 to the left, and we also went 1, 2 to the left here. So you'll get 0.0005. Think about it. 5/100th of a percent is an extremely small percent. And then 128% is a large percent. Number 3 says a teacher weights the final grade as follows: 1/5 for homework, 25% for a project, 4/10 for quizzes, 15% for a final exam. Order these categories from least weighted to greatest weighted. So in order to do that, we need to convert them all to the same format. So what I did here was I made them all percents. And then you order it based on their names in order from least to greatest. So final exam was only 15%. Homework, we found out, was 20% because I could take 1 for the 1/5, 1 divided by 5, which is 0.2, and then change that to the percentage. Then came the project, and the project's already in a percent form at 25%. And then a quiz is 0.4, which I can make the percent by moving it 2 places to the right. For this next one, it says, which category in a table shows the least proportion? Meaning, if I'm looking at these and I take, all right, 6th graders who participate in sports, so that's 0.15. 7th graders who participate in sports, 0.18. 8th graders are 0.22. I made everything a decimal in this one. You can make them all percents like this one or all decimals. It doesn't matter. So the least proportion, so find the smallest one, and that is 0.15, which is 6th graders who participate in sports. Which is greater, percent of 7th graders or 8th graders participating in other activities? So participating in other activities, you have 7th graders at 0.45 and 8th graders at 0.44, so it's the percent of 7th graders. Your friend says that at least twice as many 7th graders participate in other activities as play sports. Is this true? This is true because 18% play sports, and double that is 36%, which is less than the 45 that participate in other activities. So it talks about 7th graders, so you're looking here, that participate in sports versus other activities. So you see the 18% participate in sports, and then 45% participate in others. So if you double sports, it's 36%. This one here, 36%, which is less than the 45. This next page, we're going to be using a couple different formulas here. So if you see numbers 7 and 8, those are your basic, like is over of equals percent over 100, part over whole equals percent over 100 problems. So you'll see those at the top there. So is over of. We talked about that. So that's the percent proportion, or you can use the percent equation, which was part equals percent times whole. Either one works. So what number is 45% of 60? When we talked about this, I said to you the easiest one to find is your percentage. So here it gives you 45%. That always goes, whatever the percent is, it always goes above 100 right here. In number 8, it's asking you for what percent. So that's why your variable is going to go above your 100 because you're looking for the percentage. So what number is 45% of 60? Well, the 45 goes over the 100 right here. Of 60, so we talked about that's the whole amount. So I want to know what number is 45% of this entire 60. So the whole is on the bottom, or the of is on the bottom, the is on the top. You use your cross products. 48 is what percent of 160? So 48 is the part, 160 is the whole, equals the x over 100, and you'll figure out that it is 30%. Okay, these are exactly the same, except in this one, it says to use an equation. So that's the part equals percent times whole. So you look at the same pieces. 8 is 0.5% of what number? So you're looking for the of, you're looking for the whole. In this one, you're looking for the percent. What percent of 130 is 182? I don't mind honestly, if you use the percent proportion or the percent equation. Number 11 says the gas tank of your car is 40% full. There's 8 gallons of gas in the tank. What is the capacity of the gas tank? So we're looking for the capacity of the tank. That means, well, you have this entire tank. It has 8 gallons in it. This piece here, is 40% of it. So I want to know, what is the capacity? What is the whole thing? This is a part equals percent times whole. 8 is the part. Okay, if I wanted to do it in the proportion, 8 is the part, because that's 8 gallons is part of the entire capacity of the tank. And 8 represents 40% of the full tank. So when you do your math, you'll figure out it has a capacity of 20 gallons. This next piece here, we're using a different equation, a different formula. It says to identify your percentage change as an increase or decrease. So you have to state, is it the increase, is it the decrease? Then find the percent of change. As soon as you see the words find percent of change, automatically go to this formula. Percent of change equals amount of change over original amount. So if you're going from 120 pounds to 180 pounds, then, and you're looking for the percent of change, put your variable right where you see it in the formula. So X is going to go right where you see percent of change. So equals amount of change means how much did it change by? Well, when you go from 120 to 180, it's 60. Over original amount, where did it start? It started at 120 pounds. Okay, so you'll find out that X is 0.5, and you change that to the percentage. So same thing with number 13. You figure out that it's only a very small decrease. You're going from $18.75 to $18.60, which is a very small decrease. So it's going to be a small percent decrease. Find your new amount. In numbers 14 and 15, you're looking for that new amount, which is also, we call that like the sale price, if you're talking about money and discounts and things like that. But in this one, we're saying, all right, well, it's 2,000 miles and it's increased by 33%. So you're looking for the new amount, so automatically go to your percent, your markup discount, or your new amount formula, the one that actually uses the words new amount. So that's where your variable goes, equals, and then it is 2,000 is where it originally starts, so that's what the original is, and you have 1, and it's plus minus percent of change. Well, since it's increased by 33%, that's why we have plus 0.33. So when you go through your math, PEMDAS says do what's in parentheses first. You go through the math, and you'll find out that it is 2,660 miles. 140 decreased 65%, so that's minus 0.65. You find your new amount is $49. These can all be different formulas that you can use. In this one here, number 16, you're looking for a discount percent, and that's what there should be a percent sign behind it. You're looking for the discounted percent, so that's a percent of change. So you're going to use your percent of change formula. So here you have your percent of change is where X is, equals your amount of change, how much it changes by, so 0.6, over the original, which is 0.75. Okay, so you'll find an 80% decrease, which is your discount. In number 17, you're looking for your original price, but you're given a discount. It is very difficult to do this equation, this formula here, when you're given a percent discount. So automatically go to this formula right here. If you're given that percent discount or percent markup, whatever it is, go right to this formula. The new amount equals 1 and minus, since it's a discount, percentage change times your original. So your sale price for this one is the $206.50. You're looking for the original amount. So that's why your X goes over here. It is a discount of 30%, so minus 0.3. And the sale price is $206.50. That's what you're buying it for. So you find out it's originally $295. For this one, the cost of manufacturing a printer is $35. The manufacturer has a markup of 15% when selling to a retailer. The retailer has a markup of 35%. What is the selling price of the printer? So here we start looking at the words and we see markup here and we see markup here. So you should automatically go to this formula. New amount equals 1 plus minus percentage change times your original amount. So when we look at the first piece, it says a manufacturer, so that's who makes the product. The manufacturer makes a printer for $35. The manufacturer then sells it to a retailer like Target or Staples or something like that. So the manufacturer has to make a profit, so they have to mark it up, and they choose to mark it up 15%. So the manufacturer is selling it to Staples or Target or something like that for $40.25. So that's the first piece, because it markup, so you add the 15%. The retailer has a markup of 35% to sell it to the consumer, to sell it to you. So when you go to Target, they bought it for $40.25. Now they have to sell it to you and make a profit off of it. So they mark it up 35%. So here, your retailer, you're looking at the new price that they're going to sell it to you, the consumer, 1 plus 35.35 for 35%. But you have to multiply it by what the retailer bought it for. So they bought it for $40.25. So that's their original price here, not the 35 anymore. So they mark it up and they're going to sell it to you for $54.34. All these ones down here are all dealing with I equals PRT. Okay, it's just asking you to look and find different pieces of that. For in this first one, it's asking you for 104, which is your interest. It's looking for the interest earned. Here, you're looking to find the principal. So the X goes where the principal amount is. That's how much you deposit. Here, you're looking for the time. That's how long it is. So 1.5 years. So that goes all the way over here at the right. When you're looking for the rate, that your variable is going to go where you see the R in I equals PRT. Going to go in the center. Please remember, when you're looking for the rate, you're going to get this decimal and you have to change it to the percent. Count earns simple interest. Find the balance of the account. The balance of the account. What that means is, all right, if I deposit $1,400 at 1.25% for 3 years, I want to know how much is in there at the end. So you have 1,400 times R, which is your rate, times the 3 years. So you figure out it earns $52.50 in interest. The balance is, okay, I'm going to take how much I put in and add the $52.50 to it. So you get $14.52.50. Same concept here, except the only trick is here you have 9 months. So 5,000 at 6% for 9 months. Excuse me. Remember, simple interest is always measured in years. The time for it is always measured in years. So 9 months is 9 out of 12 months in a year, which is 0.75. This one up here was 3 months. So to get the 0.25, you did 3 out of 12. So 3 months out of 12, and you find that's 0.25. So when you are doing I equals PRT, sometimes you might have a problem that says you're going to deposit $200. $200 at 5%. So you're depositing $200 at 5%. How long will it take? So right there you should know that we're finding the time for the account to be $250. So in this problem, so you're depositing in $200 at a simple interest rate of 5%. Right there you should automatically say, okay, I need I equals PRT. $200 is what you deposit. That's the principal. So 200. Put your equal sign where it belongs. 5% automatically, that's your rate. So 0.05. I know I'm looking for the time. So that's T. So it says, how long will it take for the account to be $250? That's not the interest. That's how long is it going to take for the total amount in the account to be $250. So in this $250, you have $200 of principal amount, but you also have $50 of interest. So this is one of the problems where you have to take $250 minus 200. So take the principal amount out, and you'll find out that you have $50 in interest left. So your interest is $50. So now you can go and solve, and you'll have 50 equals 10, because 200 times 0.05 is 10, times t, divide both sides by 10, and you'll get t equals 5. So it will take 5 years.